Is dumpster diving an invasion of privacy? Or is your trash considered abandoned once it hits the curb or the alley? An open game for anyone to go through it. Now, in a moment, I'm going to give you the three most crucial steps to take if you plan to do a trash pull or go dumpster diving to gather intel during your investigation. But first, we really need to discuss the legality of doing it. Dumpster diving, for all intents and purposes, here in the United States is considered to be legal. Now, that said, there are some states, some local municipalities that may have local laws in place that prohibit or limit it. Now, back in 1988, there was a Supreme Court case, California versus Greenwood, where the court ruled that the Fourth Amendment does not prohibit a warrantless search and seizure of garbage left for collection outside of the curtilage of a home. So what does that mean, the curtilage of a home? The curtilage of your home refers to the land immediately surrounding and associated with the home, such as your yard, your driveway, your porches, your garages, any outbuildings, sheds, gardens, things like that. So essentially, anything on the street, anything in the alley, anything on a sidewalk is fair game in most instances. And it's fair game because those are all considered public right-of-ways or public thoroughfares. And I mentioned sidewalks in particular because many times today the trash receptacle is placed on the sidewalk, not in the alley and not on a street. So why would you even consider doing a trash pull in the first place? Well, the primary reason would be to gather evidence from things like receipts, bank statements, correspondences, letters, notes, and other documents like that. Now, I had a child custody case a while back where we needed to prove that the subject of the investigation was drinking alcohol. So we conducted multiple dumpster diving investigations and we got the proof we needed for the client. So how do you pull this off successfully? Well, first off, we need to recognize that the art of garbology, dumpster diving, trash pulls, whatever you want to call it, it is not a glamorous part of being a private investigator. The first step you need to take is to make sure it is legal, or rather make sure it is not illegal or there are not local laws in place that prohibit it or restrict it. Next, you need to figure out where and when the subject of your investigation puts the trash out. I will usually first try to figure out what service they use, what refuse service the subject might use. I do this by calling all the refuse services in the area, and then I inquire about when and where they pick up the trash. Once I know the day that they pick up the trash in the area I'm going to be surveilling, I will then go out and watch and see where everyone puts the trash, maybe drive through late at night or early in the morning and see where my subject actually puts their trash can. And the hardest part of it all is trying to get the timing just right. Most people put their trash out the night before the pickup, and this makes it easy to decide when to do your trash pull. If they put it out the day of the trash pull or right before when the trash truck gets to their home, then it gets a lot trickier. Now, regardless of what time of the day I go, I always try to do this with 2 or 3 operatives. 3 is optimal because I can have one be the driver, pull up, the other 2 jump out, and they grab all of the trash bags out of the trash can and put them in the trunk of the car or in the back of a pickup. We would then go to a public place like a park, sift through the trash, get the evidence we need, then return the trash in the same bags in the same manner to the subject's trash can. I also make sure that all of this is being videotaped as well while we're doing it. When we grab the trash, when we're sifting through the trash, when we're returning the trash, just in case any questions come up. Now, sometimes we'll bring what we call filler bags along with trash already in them. We'll pull the trash bags out of the subject's trash can and then fill it with the filler bag. This ensures that we only have to be at the curb for a limited amount of time. Now, if you do this, you need to make sure that the trash in the filler bags is not traceable back to you or one of your investigators. And you also want to use similar bags, similar colors, to what the subject would use. Now, I've had some cases, like the one where we needed to prove the guy was drinking liquor, where we just gathered photographic evidence. So what we did was we just went down the alley. We stopped at the trash can of the subjects. One of the investigators opened up the trash can lid. The other one went through and started pulling the trash bags out while the one holding the trash can lid was videotaping it all, so we could get video and photographic evidence of all of the liquor bottles and the cases of beer and things like that in the trash can. Now, I want you to go down and I want you to tell me in the comments below, what was the worst Garbology investigation you have ever conducted? And while you're down there, click that thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and if you'd like to show your support for the PI Clips channel, consider buying me a coffee.